One day, the Frog Witch was flying on her broomstick. Suddenly, she dropped a shiny magic potion down into the garden, right where Susie Sheep and Peppa were playing. Peppa saw the little glowing bottle. She picked it up, looked around, but no one was there. Curious, Peppa opened the bottle and took a sip. Right away, Peppa felt something strange in her tummy. She cried out in surprise, and Susie quickly ran over. Everyone gasped when Peppa's tummy suddenly grew big and round. Her family hurried to take her to the doctor. The doctor checked with his magic scanner and laughed. "Don't worry. Peppa is not sick at all. It's a magic egg." Everyone was amazed, then sighed with relief. Back home, Mommy and Daddy Pig, along with all of Peppa's friends, brought gifts and waited excitedly. They were curious to see what would hatch from the egg. At last, crack, crack. The egg opened. Inside was a tiny, glowing baby piglet, so cute and magical. Everyone cheered, "Wow, what a wonderful gift from magic." One beautiful day, Peppa and her family went for a walk in the forest. Suddenly, from the shadows, a werewolf appeared and attacked George. Peppa quickly pushed her little brother away, but she was bitten by the werewolf. When the creature ran off, the poison in Peppa's body began to spread. She cried out in pain and slowly transformed into Zombie Peppa. Under the spell of the poison, Peppa lost control. She attacked a stranger who was passing by, then turned to attack her own daddy and brother. Terrified, Daddy Pig and George ran back home, hiding behind the sofa. But just then, George accidentally farted, and the sound revealed their hiding place. They rushed into the bedroom and locked the door. Inside, Daddy Pig and George whispered, "We must fight back." When Zombie Peppa broke into the room, they were ready with makeshift weapons. George bravely charged first, but was defeated quickly. Seeing this, Daddy Pig swung his baseball bat at Zombie Peppa, but she dodged and knocked him down too. In the desperate moment, George came up with an idea. He threw a cake, Peppa's favorite food, straight into her mouth. Zombie Peppa gobbled it up happily, and like magic, the werewolf poison inside her disappeared. Peppa returned to normal again. One beautiful morning, Daddy Pig was taking a walk in the park. Suddenly, from above, a strange purple mist drifted down and surrounded him. As soon as he breathed it in, Daddy Pig cried out in pain. His body shook, and he slowly transformed into a werewolf with glowing red eyes. He howled loudly, a chilling sound echoing through the park. A hunter passing by saw everything. Frightened, he ran to tell Peppa what had happened to her father. Peppa quickly rushed to the park with the hunter. When they arrived, Daddy Pig, in his werewolf form, was chasing people around. His howls filled the air, sending shivers down everyone's spine. Suddenly, he turned and charged at Peppa. The hunter raised his gun, ready to fire, but Peppa stepped in front of the barrel and shouted, "Don't hurt my daddy." At that tense moment, Peppa had an idea. She hurried home and brought back a toy, the very same toy she and her daddy had once played with happily together. When Daddy Pig saw the toy, warm memories returned to him. Slowly, the red glow in his eyes faded. The purple curse of the werewolf melted away. At last, Daddy Pig was himself again. Peppa ran to hug him tightly, filled with relief and joy. One sunny day, Peppa was relaxing in her little swimming pool. Suddenly, a tiny spider fell down and bit her, then quickly ran away. Peppa was startled, but she didn't notice anything strange. That night, while Peppa was sleeping, something magical was happening inside her body. The next morning, when Peppa looked in the mirror, she was shocked. She had turned into Spider Pig Peppa with amazing superpowers. The very next day, Susie Sheep slipped and was about to fall from a tall building. Everyone was scared and didn't know what to do. Just then, from far away, Peppa appeared in her Spider Pig suit. She swung across the tall buildings with her web and rescued Susie just in time. Everyone cheered. Later, in the city, a robber mouse attacked Little Zebra. Peppa quickly shot her web, took away his weapon, and defeated him in one move. In a secret room, Dr. Wolf heard the news and made a plan. He led his army to attack the city. At that moment, Peppa was playing happily with her friends. When the bad army came rushing in, Peppa used her webs to trap them all on the ground. Dr. Wolf pulled out a gun and fired, but surprisingly, the bullets didn't hurt Peppa at all. With her strong power, Peppa shot a big web and tied Dr. Wolf tightly. The city was safe again. Everyone clapped and cheered loudly. From that day on, Peppa was not only a sweet little pig, but also the city's brave hero, Spider Pig Peppa. Peppa's family went camping in the big green forest. Daddy Pig was busy trying to light the campfire. He tried and tried, but the fire just wouldn't start. Peppa and Mommy Pig watched, looking a little disappointed. Then Daddy Pig had a brilliant idea. He gave one big fart, and whoosh! The fire burst into bright flames. Everyone cheered and gathered around happily to roast their food. But suddenly, from behind, a wolf jumped out to attack. The family screamed in fear. In a panic, Daddy Pig farted again, right at the wolf. The stinky smell was so strong that the wolf felt dizzy and ran away. The family sighed with relief, but not for long. The wolf came back, this time with a whole army of wolves. Everyone was terrified. Daddy Pig quickly thought of a plan. He farted again, and out popped copies of himself. Lots and lots of Daddy Pigs. Soon there was a Daddy Pig army, much bigger than the wolf pack. The wolves took one look, got scared, and ran off. Yet a new problem appeared. Peppa and Mommy Pig couldn't tell which one was the real Daddy Pig. Peppa tried using fart noises to test, but oh no, all the copies could fart too. Then Peppa had a clever idea. She brought out something Daddy Pig feared the most: mice. The moment she showed the mice, all the fake Daddy Pigs screamed and ran away. Only the real Daddy Pig stayed behind, trembling in fear. Peppa ran to him and gave him a hug. At last, the family sat together around the fire again, listening as Peppa sang a sweet song under the night sky. By the pool, George, Peppa's little brother, was happily watching something on his phone, giggling to himself. Peppa walked by, curious, and peeked at the screen. Right away, she wanted to watch too, but George didn't want to share. He quickly got up and moved away. Peppa followed after him, but once again George stepped aside. He kept shooing her away, not letting her watch. Peppa got so mad. She stomped her feet, pouted, and marched back to her room. Inside her room, she rummaged around and found a strange little bottle of medicine. Without thinking twice, she opened it and drank it all. The effect was instant. Peppa's mouth grew wide, and her tummy started growling with hunger. Just then, a zebra walked by. With her big mouth and rumbling belly, Peppa ran over and gulped. She swallowed the zebra whole, and suddenly, a brand new Peppa clone popped out and soon spotted Dark Peppa walking down the street. Quickly, the other Peppas distracted her, and when Dark Peppa wasn't looking, gulp, Peppa swallowed her too. Another Peppa clone appeared. On and on it went. Peppa swallowed so many people along the way, and soon returned home with an entire army of Peppas behind her. Meanwhile, George was still glued to his phone at his show. But when he finally, George gasped in shock. A crowd of Peppas was flooding into the phone hole. Zap!
Huh? Oh no!
Oh my goodness.